Okay, I want to do a little owner review of my car, a 2020 Hyundai Santa Cruz. And I guess I have to do a voiceover since my neighbor just started their lawnmower, which of course. So anyways, what I love about this car, it's a pickup. And yes, it is not a pickup truck, to make that clear for all the truck people. It's not a truck. It's an SUV, which is based, or it's a pickup which is based on an SUV the other way around. And that's why I love that car. The ride quality is like an SUV. It's not like a truck, it's perfect. Although that rear axle kind of levels itself, so if you put a weight in the pickup truck bed, now I said truck, but of course it's not in the bed, it kind of always stays the same height, although that car is not built for heavy loads, so it's maybe pointless. You have these little steps here on the side, which I guess can help you to get into the bed. So I'm 6'5", I don't need any steps. Actually, most of the things in the world are too small for me, not too high. So there's a nice feature here. You have that tonneau cover, that's how they call it, automatically. And then it's a pretty good, it's a small bed, right? But it's exactly what I need, and I tell you why. So I often have to go to or on job sites, and often my stuff is just dirty. I don't need a big storage, but what I need is when I go on a job site, my stuff is often getting super dirty. Here, I just use my garden hose, I wash it down, and it's perfect. If I would have a SUV like I had before, it's always a mess, it's always getting dirty, so it's the perfect car for me. It has a little tiny storage here, which is practically for me, all my safety equipment is in here. So that's nice. The rest I don't have to explain, it's just a ordinary little bed for a pickup. Yes, like all the pickups, you have this thing here where you can push it around. You have this, which is for 6x2, so you can put some wood in here from here to there. Then you would make your bed something like so, and then it would be one flat surface if you have like heavier loads. So that's the bed. It's actually not big, of course. The wheels on that car, they're definitely not made for off-roading. Hyundai doesn't claim that car to be an off-road. I don't need an off-road car. Here in Michigan, the only thing I need is like four-wheel drive, good capabilities in the winter. That car has all of that. What's also good, if I would have my key, I'll get it. What's also pretty good for me, since I'm a dog owner, is actually that little window here. That's perfect if you have a dog, because I don't want my dog to stick her head out of the side windows, because she can, or stone gravel can actually hit her. So that's actually pretty safe. I have to say one thing, so the back seat capacity here, it's kind of a joke. As I said, I'm 6'5", so if I have to push my seat all the way back, and then, as you can see here, it's maybe more for a child. So that's more, I'd say, a two-seater with extra storage, at least for me. It's a different story here at the front. That's actually pretty good, and even for a tall person like me, it's good. Although I wish you could extend that part of the seat, because if you're pretty tall, that's always way too short. But beside that, that's actually a good thing. So that's the front. I kind of like that. And let's just get in, since they start the lawnmower. So the inside, I kind of like that, the two displays. They're not too big, and that's actually, I don't care about that. I don't need like a huge Tesla display. I don't actually like that, to be honest. What I like is you still have these buttons here for the climate of your seats and your steering wheel. My other car, you have to do everything via the display. That's really a bad stuff they do nowadays, the car manufacturers, because I am faster pushing these buttons than finding my function here. Yes, it's missing a volume knob here. I don't care about that because I'm always using the volume up and down at my steering wheel. It's the same when I change the radio stations. I don't care about that. Most climate functions are still like, it's not a push button, it's, I don't know how you call that, but that's still okay for me. At least I don't have to go into any menu and I find the function I want right away, so that's actually perfect. That car has like that adaptive cruise control, lane keep assistant. That's pretty good because I'm traveling a lot, mostly highway, so I turn that on and that's perfect. I really love that function with all the cars. I had a car before which had it. Disappointing thing here, it's that compartment. That is so tiny. And the car I had before, this one here was split. So in two halves, you had like one flat one where you could put in coins, stuff like that, and then you had a deeper compartment, but that's a joke. I really have to say that. It's so small, that's a joke. It's the same actually with this here. So it's for small bottles. Okay, I get it. It's from Korea, that car, but it was designed and developed and it's produced in the United States and it's just made for the US market. If it would be just for the Korean market, I get it. They maybe just have a little bottle in here, smaller bottles than we have in the US. What I like, that's the wireless charging here. That's good. You can also plug your iPhone or whatever you have in here. Of course, it has CarPlay and Google. I don't have a Google phone, but whatever, that's Android CarPlay, I guess. Well, that's basically it. I'm not a car reviewer, but I thought I maybe give an owner's review. I have that car now since 1 year. I'm pretty happy with that car. I have to say, it's perfect for my use case. As I said, it's not a truck. It's just a pickup. I'm not sure if it's a successful car or not, but it's perfect for me. So I live in the city, so I don't want to have a big truck, but sometimes I have to transport things. Last year I bought like 2 big trees and I had to put them in there. And I love the overall design. What I love that it comes with a tonneau cover. So that's what they call the tonneau cover. I'm not really sure if that's English or French word. And you can lock that. Some Hyundai owners maybe do not know that, so you have to go here, and once you do that, it's locked. And they say that holds like 200 pounds. I weigh 200 pounds. I would not dare to step on that. I'd say that's a bit optimistic. It has some towing capacity. I don't use my car for towing anything, so I don't care. It actually has a power socket in here on this side. That's not pretty. It has like 110 watts and that's powering just nothing, to be honest, so that's not really good. Beside that, they have a lot of gimmicks here, like I don't know why they have it, like they have these pickup symbols all the way. Oh, but the best function, what I really love, it's a 360-degree camera. So if you back up, like a lot of modern cars, they have that. You also have a sensor on either side here, so if you back up and a car comes from either side, it actually warns you. And you see it says here designed in California. So that's what it said regarding the drink bottles. That's actually a joke. And there's one thing I don't like, it's the key situation. So sometimes it opens the door, sometimes it actually not. So let's going back just before I end it to the cameras. You have that camera at the front, which I most likely, well, I never use it, but you can switch the modes. That's pretty nice, so you can see what's actually behind you. So that's the backup camera, and that's what I really love. That's a cool feature. Although I have to say, this car, it's missing the park sensors. So you don't have sensors in the back, no sensors in the front. So you have to rely on the camera. Beside the sensors, which I told you on either side, they are just warning you if a car comes by. And the cool thing, it happened once to me, it automatically hits the brakes. So if I would pull out of my driveway and my car would realize that I'm gonna hit another car, it actually applies the brake. The first time it did it, I was pretty scared because I didn't know what's going on. That's nice to have, let's say like this. And now I'm gonna end my review. Oh, there's one thing I need to show you, which is pretty bad. So there's one thing where Hyundai really cheaped out, and I cannot even do that with one hand. I'll try to do it if I ever find the way how to open it. Oh, it's here. And now you're gonna see what I mean. So that's pretty cheap of Hyundai. All the cars I had, they had like dampers on either side, and the hood cover would hold itself. Here you have to use that old and vintage thing and put it in there to hold your hood. That's just cheaped out, Hyundai. You shouldn't have done that. And little side note, screen wipers, they're different size. So you have a big one and a small one. And then that's another kind of stupid thing with that car. You see this? So with my other car, we actually can tilt that all the way there, even during winter, or if you want to change the wiper. You cannot do it here, so I guess you have to put your wiper in this position and then you can put them out. So that's kind of really a dumb thing. What's good, the spray nozzles are here, that's fine, but that wiper thing, it's kind of dumb. Well, and that's the end of my amateur car review, more from an owner user perspective. I don't want to go into specs of that car. I didn't care about it. It has 280 horses as far as I know, 8-speed transmission, blah blah blah. It's not really that much important to me, especially you just can drive 70 miles on the highway anyway. So thanks for watching.